What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of this week's Breakbelt Mindset Podcast. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in and subscribing. So today's message, I want to start off with a quote that I heard the other day from somebody that I consider the GOAT of acting for me personally, and that is Denzel Washington. And the quote read, "Don't confuse movement with progress." Don't confuse the movement that you're doing in your life, or the movement that you've made, with the progress that you intend on making. We think by being busy or constantly being on the move that we're making forward progress or that we're going in the right direction. We shuffle around, we run from here, we run from there, thinking that the days that we don't have much to do, that we need to create work for ourselves. But this isn't necessarily contributing to the progress that we intend on making. I know for me, being an entrepreneur, I used to think that I had to be busy every single day. I had to be working on a project, or I had to be making money, and that money was determining how much progress that I made. I used to think that I had to be doing something at every moment for my brand or for my business in order to be successful. And it wasn't until I got older, until I found out that none of that is true. None of that necessarily is efficient. And this quote brings me right back to that thought, reassuring that movement is not always progress. You actually can run in place and go nowhere. You can run side to side and never actually move forward. It's about making the necessary steps in the right directions, being efficient, using your time, using your resources, using your gifts properly. And it doesn't always have to be a big move. It doesn't always have to be a big change. Sometimes progress is small or even unnoticeable at first, even to you. Your progress and your success doesn't account for the amount of movement, but rather the direction of that movement. So today I want you to reflect on how you make your movement and what steps that you're taking, and ask yourself, is it efficient? Am I creating busy work for myself? Do I need to change and make a plan that's going to help me create movement that's not wasted? All these things are great things to reflect and to consider when you're working on your journey to become successful, or your journey and your progress meter. Remember, movement doesn't always mean progress, and your progress isn't always determined by the amount of movement.